Hi guys, welcome to Paradox of Losing Cycle channel. Today we're going to talk about inside the gambler's urge to come back to the gambling session. Um, so he's constantly caught in the cycle of gambling, and he constantly develops an urge whenever he's away from gambling or away from the casino. This is also true for online trading as well. I mean, whenever the person is not in the market, he is depressed. Whenever there is a weekend, the trader always is depressed. He's looking forward for Monday in order to come back to day trade. Same thing in the casino. When the person is away from the slot machine, he has this crave to come back to the slot machine to play again. When he's away from the table, the gambler is depressed. He wants to come back to this poker game, to this blackjack game, to this baccarat game. So also he wants to come back to the same environment, the casino environment, and all this. So basically, why this gambler constantly develop this urge to come back, and there's always this pullback, to back to the gambling session. So to understand the pullback to gambling, there are powerful psychological elements that we need to be familiar with in order to understand them, so that and then we can go into step by step, to describe exactly what are the factors that you need to focus on when you develop the urge. So this presentation right now, we're going to be talking broadly about the whole spectrum of your psychology, where basically you are vulnerable, and how the casino, the gambling basically exploits your weaknesses. The first one we're going to talk about is the psychological triggers. The psychological triggers, basically, you are either escaping from stress or anxiety or boredom. Okay. So in this case, the excitement and thrill of the game offer a temporary reprieve from life's challenges, creating a psychological reward system that reinforces the desire to return to the activity. So basically, once you have experienced the gambling environment, once you have entered the casino, you are hooked. Basically, and then whenever you are away from the casino, away from the gambling session, whenever you face a stress or anxiety or boredom in your life, in your real life situation, you have this crave to come back again to the gambling environment as a form of escape. Okay, you are escaping from your challenges, you are escaping from your stress, you are escaping from your boredom, and you find casino environment more exciting. Even online gambling, same thing. Basically, whenever you are bored or basically you're alone in the room, you just turn on your computer, and that's it. Basically, you are in a casino environment on a platform where there are many colors, music, dealers, activity. You are under emotional roller coaster, and then there is a lot of things going on to keep you busy. Your psychology is now very busy in the game, and you are excited about it. So basically, these are the form of escape. You are escaping from the real life situation into this virtual type of excitement and emotional roller coaster that you're enjoying. Okay, so these are the psychological triggers. Then, basically, there are biological influences, specifically in terms of dopamine effect, and how the dopamine effect basically gives you a sense of craving. So, dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward, is released in response to the anticipation of a win or the actual experience of gambling. Now, this biochemical response reinforces the behavior, creating a cycle of craving and gratification that drives individuals back to the casino. So, whenever you have experienced a gambling session, whenever you have experienced a casino environment, specifically you have placed bets and you have seen ups and downs. You have seen successes, big wins, small wins. So all of this basically, whenever you are away from the casino, your dopamine level gets depressed. So you want to, basically you develop this sense of craving. You develop this urge to go back, and have a similar experience again because of your biological influence. Now you are biologically influenced. Your dopamine level is low whenever you are outside the casino, And then whenever you are entering the casino, your dopamine level goes up again and gives you a lot of pleasure. So this is a very important factor that you need to realize that. Okay, so once you have experienced a casino environment, either online or offline, okay, either real bricks and mortar casino or on an online gambling session, same thing. Whenever you enter a casino, okay, you will develop some sort of experiences that will elevate your dopamine levels in your bloodstream. So whenever you're away from the casino or away from the platform, your dopamine level gets depressed. Basically, then you're not able to focus on your work, on your family, and with your life situation because you are constantly depressed. Your dopamine level is depressed. And this dopamine now got used to in a very high, elevated situation. So this is why you get the urge to go back to the gambling session or go back to the casino. Same thing with the forex trading, day trading. Whenever you're in the market, perhaps you are chatting with your uh, um, you know. Friends online while you are in the market and you are hooked and you're constantly in communication with a lot of members on forums talking about the market, talking about the technicals, talking about the your even your life experiences while you are trading, and you're watching the price action, you're watching the chart, you're watching the news, you're watching this. So there's a lot of activity, and then suddenly you will see a win coming and losses coming and all of this emotional roller coaster, and this will basically elevate your dopamine levels in your bloodstream, which you're not able to get out of it. So basically, whenever you are away from the market, you would like to come back to day trading. And same thing, whenever you are away from the casino, your dopamine level is depressed. You want to go back to the casino environment. Okay. And then the technology and environmental factors. Basically, there are external influences that we will talk about, as well as the availability and the easy access. So, the external influences such as crypto wallets, e wallets, credit cards, and availability of gambling opportunities also contribute to the urge to gamble. So you have the credit card in your pocket. You got, or you also have these days crypto wallets where you can just buy the crypto with your credit card, and you can transfer this crypto to any online gambling platforms, and that's it. You're boom, you're in. You are whenever you have the crave, easy access to the casino. This is like a explosive combination where whenever you have an urge, you have an easy access to the casino. So whenever you're bored, you can easily access the casino, load your crypto wallets with your debit cards and credit cards instantly, and then transfer them around on the internet, and then you are basically gambling all over the place. You are in an emotional roller coaster, day in, day out, 24/7, right? So yeah, so the easy access of funds and gambling platforms and easy accessibility of casinos and online gambling platforms can make it difficult for individuals to resist the temptation to participate. Okay, so this is why we discussed in other videos that you really have to cut off this easy access in order to stay away from it. So whenever you have an urge, okay, you have now an easy access to access these online casinos at any time you want. So and then you have the past experiences with you might have previous experiences in terms of wins and past successes. That is basically going to have a selective memory about when you have experienced a large win, going to stay with in your mind for a long time, and it will trigger the dopamine effect again. So you wanna basically, or you're gonna be having urge to go back to experience those large wins and successes to make you happy. Okay, so um, previous gambling experiences, particularly positive ones, characterized by wins or near wins, can create lasting memories. The urge to gamble. The gambler may romanticize past successes or believe that they are due for a big win, leading them to return to gambling in search of similar outcomes. And then financial pressure. You might be indebted, or you might have piling up expenses, or you might have lack of income, not enough to cover your expenses and debt. So this also will have a very, very strong influence for you to urge to gamble, thinking that it's easy to generate a cash flow from gambling than working hard in real life. So, in some cases, financial difficulties or the desire to recoup losses may drive individuals back to gambling in the hope of improving their financial situation. Despite experiencing setbacks or losses, the gambler may engage in wishful thinking or rationalization, believing that the next big win will solve their financial woes. So these are the major factors, impacting your urge, okay, to go back to the gambling. So basically, now we talked about the psychological triggers. So once you have experienced gambling in your life or a casino environment, so whenever you face a stress, anxiety, or boredom, you tend to go back to the casino environment to escape from those stress, anxiety, and boredom. And then you have basically you have trained your dopamine level to stay high, and then whenever you're away from the casino or away from the market, your dopamine level gets depressed, and then you constantly crave for going back to the same in order to elevate your dopamine level to feel the pleasure again. And then the easy access in terms of technology and the external influences such as the credit card, crypto, e-wallets, and all of this basically will give you an easy access into the casino. So whenever you are having this crave and your dopamine level is down, all you need is just swipe your card, and then bam, you're in the casino and you are excited. Okay, so you are willing to spend more and more and more time, and therefore all the money is growing out of your pocket because your credit card and debit card is just right there, linked with your bank account and linked to the casino. Wow, amazing. Okay, so all the money is now is just flowing from your bank account to the casino due to this technological advancement, and thanks to crypto as well. All right. So and then the past experiences. So all of this, the more you spend time in casino and gambling, basically you will have developed a lot of previous experience and past successes, which basically constantly haunting you down. Basically, you are remembering now those big wins and how you felt great about it, and you're remembering now those near wins, the jackpots, the and all of this. Basically, you want to go back to the same cycle in order to experience the same uncertainties and same and hope for a big win and sporadic opportunities, and all of this basically is giving you a lot of excitement. You want to go back to the same environment, and this is also giving you a lot of urge to come back to to gambling and to the casino. And of course, I mean, if you are indebted and you have a very high level of expenses and lack of income, will give you a very strong urge to go back to gambling and then exploit an easy way of making money. But that's what it seems like, but it's not. But your brain is basically is taking a shortcut here. It's telling you to take a shortcut to solve your financial problems by visiting casinos and exploiting the opportunity to gamble. So now let's talk specifically on on um, on three main elements that how the system is designed to exploit the weaknesses of your psychology. So basically, we're going to talk about the design of the system itself. Okay, the slot machine or the card games, the market, the trading platforms, and all this basically they are designed in a specific way to exploit your psychological weakness. And what are they? One is sporadic opportunities. Okay, and then hope for a big win. The third one is intermittent reinforcements. No, we will explain each one of these in detail to make you understand, okay, that why you are hooked to a certain pattern that you develop in your brain. So sporadic opportunities, basically, these are the small and medium-sized wins. Like when you are playing on the slot machines, you will see $10 wins, $20 wins, $30, coming in, sporadically. So it's giving you a sense of emotional attachment to the machine because you are not getting this $10 in real life. So if you are outside the casino, who's going to give you $10? So now you're thinking, well, this machine is giving me $10. You are so attached to the machine now. Say, hey, I'm just sitting here and I'm getting $10. So I'm just gonna as well gonna have a coffee and have a drink and enjoy this sporadic income that I'm getting from this machine or from this game or from the market. But these sporadic opportunities, you don't the gambler, they're not thinking about the losses. I mean, the cumulative effect of this sporadic opportunities basically the gambler is facing a cumulative downturn, like the losing cycle. The cumulative effect is loss, basically the ups and downs, regardless of the sporadic opportunity. The cumulative effect that you are actually losing, you're not winning, but the brain is so focused on this sporadic opportunity and it's not calculating the cumulative losses as a result of spending time in gambling. Okay, now this is the danger. So basically, you are so hooked to these sporadic opportunities. Hey, I'm just sitting here, I'm getting $10, $20, $30. And, this is very exciting. Okay, but it's not. And then you have the hope for a big win. So basically, the hope for a big win is you're focusing on the jackpot. So while you are gambling, basically you are hooked to this. You're waiting for this big win, and once in a while it does come. Whenever it comes, you are sitting on a peak. Whenever you are on the peak, again when you continue gambling, and then again you're going to go into the losses, and then whenever you face losses, then you're hoping for another big win. So you want to go back to the same peak. So the cycle continues. And then the third element is the intermittent reinforcement. These are the mini boom and bust. Basically, whenever you're gambling or trading on the markets and day trading, they're designed the same way. Basically, it's giving you losses and wins and losses, right? You're getting ups and downs. So basically, your cash flow volatility is going up and down. So the whole idea is that these ups and downs is giving you an excitement, is giving you attached to the probability gaming, meaning that you start, creating patterns, you start anticipating wins. You're stuck in a loss, and then you're strategizing in order to get out of the loss, and then you see some wins coming in, and then you find some illusion of control. Hey, maybe I should try this strategy because it gave me so many more wins. So if I keep on doing this, I'm gonna basically get more positive results. So you are now engaged, you are busy with the system, with this game, with this machine, in order to solve this ups and downs, by creating different patterns. It's called intermittent reinforcement. So basically now you are stuck in this cycle. You're not able to get out of it. You're stuck in these developing patterns, trying to make more wins than losses, trying to ride this ups and downs. So, if you combine these sporadic opportunities and the hope for a big win and intermittent reinforcement, you will realize that you are stuck. Okay, now you are stuck in this game. You're not able to get out of it. So basically, these three is basically giving you a lot of push in order to continue the game of chance. So let's talk about them in detail. So the sporadic opportunity, the cycle begins actually when you are sitting in a casino. Let's say you are sitting in the front of the slot machine. The cycle begins with sporadic wins, and the machine will give you small and medium-sized wins, right? So often this in the form of small to medium-sized victories during gambling sessions. These wins, though modest in comparison to the ultimate jackpot, serve as dopamine triggers, okay? Providing a sense of accomplishment and excitement during the game. Each win fuels the desire to continue playing as the brain interprets these victories as signals of potential future success. And then it just gives you an ongoing excitement. Okay, so this just creates a loop. So basically, you are now anticipating more and more sporadic opportunities as you are continuing your game. The other one is a hope for a big win. So uh, when the stream of sporadic wins, the gambler nurtures a fervent hope for the elusive big jackpot. Now, this hope acts as a powerful motivator driving the individual to persist in their gambling endeavors despite the inherent risk. The allure of grand prize creates a sense of anticipation and excitement, overshadowing the rational understanding of probabilities and odds. With each spin of the slot machine or the roll of the dice, the gambler envisions the life changing moment when fortune finally smiles upon them. Then the intermittent reinforcement. Now, the reinforcement cycle is further perpetuated by intermittent reinforcement, a psychological phenomenon where rewards are dispensed unpredictably and inconsistently. In gambling, intermittent reinforcement occurs when the occasional small wins are interspersed with periods of losses. Now, these intermittent wins serve to reinforce the gambler's behavior, instilling a false sense of control and encouraging continued participation. Despite experiencing setbacks and losses, the intermittent reinforcement keeps the gambler hooked as they believe that the next win is just around the corner. So basically, now we have described all the factors that is creating an urge for you to go back to the gambling. So it all starts when you have first experienced a gambling session, and then the cycle begins. Okay, you could see this video over and over again in order to understand exactly why you develop this urge, in order to find solutions to kill it. I mean, it's important that you are aware of these psychological factors in order for you to understand why you developed this urge and how you developed it. Um, hopefully that you will find solutions in terms of understanding your urge so that you can control this urge and prevent, going back to the gambling session through different means. So basically, once let's say now you know that in easy access to the gambling platforms is dangerous. Basically, whenever you have this crave and urge to gamble, you just have to swipe your credit card, bam, you're in the casino. So you need to create a restriction and block all the access, okay, in terms of transferring funds to the casino. So basically, you have to talk to your banker to lock up your funds into a time deposit, into a fixed deposit, put it up into investment funds, put it up into, in different ways to lock your funds so that you don't have easy access to them. And also get rid of your credit cards or debit cards. You don't need them. Keep cash physically in your house, especially when you're a gambler. I mean, if you have developed an addiction, it's very very difficult, very very dangerous to carry credit cards and debit cards in your pocket. You will have a tendency to use them easily, so you might as well want to just get rid of them. And if you have payments to do on your credit cards, just pay them, but don't keep your credit cards in your pocket. Just get rid of them. Also, I would advise you to cancel and delete all the crypto accounts on the exchanges, as well as delete your crypto wallets, because these are weapons of mass destruction. Basically, you'll be able to buy crypto at any time and then spread this crypto all over the place on the internet and play all kinds of games on the internet. Again, easy access, right? So whenever you have this urge, you are tempted to gamble all over the internet with crypto. So I would suggest that you close and delete your crypto accounts once and for all, especially when you have developed a gambling addiction. Once you develop a gambling addiction, it's dangerous to carry crypto wallets, especially also the e-wallet. All the e-wallets, close them, delete them, terminate them, send them emails saying that you want to ban yourself from e-wallets. E-wallets and crypto wallets are useless. Basically, these wallets, they're just there for you to use them for gambling purposes. I don't see them for any other reasons, to be honest with you, except that if you want to transfer to your friends and family in underdeveloped countries, but or, for some other reasons, like you want to have an easy transfer of cash, small cash here and there. But nowadays you have so many different options for transferring funds than using these e-wallets and crypto, to be honest. And also, whenever your dopamine level is down, whenever you are away from the casino, try to find a different activity, different hobbies, where you can elevate your dopamine levels. You need to try to train to elevate your dopamine level doing other activities than the casino and the gambling activity. I know it's hard, but and I think this is one of the most viable options that you can um, experience. So you can go for mountain hiking, some kind of challenge in order to do it. So, guys, I hope that you like this video. And if you have any other request for us to create a different video on a different topic, please let us know in the comments below. And we'll be more than glad to assist you on understanding different aspects of this beast. And please subscribe to our channel and press the like buttons as well. And we will see you in our next video. Cheers, guys. Stay safe.